Hi everyone, this is Lori Lines. Welcome to my video of Danielle, a wonderfully free-spirited woman who experiences herself as air and wind. There's something I'd like to share before you listen that I personally want to point out that you won't see, but nonetheless, you will understand this QHHT journey that you're about to listen to more clearly. My observation of Danielle's mannerisms indicate that she is very hyperactive, and she explained that any kind of constriction or limitation is not her cup of tea. She indicates that she experiences herself in this lifetime feeling constricted by tight-fitting clothes, and whenever I have seen her, she is wearing loose-fitting dresses. So, as she was once air and wind, is it any wonder why two of her favorite things to do is to run and dance in this lifetime? There's much more to this session, as you will see, as the higher self heals her of her fear of abandonment and comes to a deeper understanding of what her parents went through when she was a young child. There are certain small segments in this audio that I edited out in order to protect her privacy, but know that the gist of her healing is very evident here. I want to personally thank Danielle for giving me permission to share this video, in hopes that those who resonate with her will find healing and comfort from listening. Thank you. What is the first thing you see?
It's a planet. It's not here because I see different planets above me.
Okay.
Like how we see the moon.
Mm-hmm.
There's a red one and a brown one. So many stars. Purple sky.
Where are you in this scene?
I'm down on the land.
Mm-hmm. Can you describe that, the land that you're on?
I want to say that there's, what do you call them? Egyptian pyramid. Mm-hmm. But it's not. It's like a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Old. It's been there a long time. There's no buildings or anything. It's just dry land, but it's not dead. There's no vegetation, but it's not dead. It's just...
Mm-hmm. Is there anyone else around you?
I'm alone.
Mm-hmm.
I think. It's quiet.
Look around you and just tell me what you see around you.
Stars.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Do you hear anything?
I hear nothing, then I hear everything.
Okay.
I like it here.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about liking it there. What does that feel like?
Feels like this place is magic. It's full of possibilities. I feel like there's people under the land or underground.
Okay.
I feel like that's where everyone's living.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
I feel like I'm that wind.
Okay. What does it feel like to be the wind?
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, like I'm grateful to be able to brush across the land.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel just divinely connected to everything. And joyful. I'm just joy. I want nothing. I ask for nothing. I have everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sun, but it feels... and doesn't need sun, I feel awesome. I feel free.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious how you know that there's people underground.
I just feel it.
You just feel it? Mm-hmm. So you're able to move around freely?
Everywhere.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I'm the wind.
Okay.
It's beautiful, free.
From your perspective as the wind, do you know your purpose?
I feel like it's to be the wind.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I feel like, and that makes me so happy.
Uh-huh.
Like, content.
Mm-hmm.
May I be the best gust of wind.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. From your perspective as the wind, from where do you come from?
I want to say everywhere. I don't have a source,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm I don't know where I come from. I just am.
Okay. What moves you?
I just feel like it's my purpose.
Gotcha.
What moves me?
Mm-hmm.
Purpose. It is what I am.
Okay. Beautiful.
And I am okay with that. I'm okay with everything.
Very good. Is there anything else you want to mention?
Even as air, I feel love for all and from all.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just grateful to be air.
Mm-hmm.
The wind. There's joy, a lot of joy here. It's a beautiful place to be.
Mm-hmm. Look more deeply into that scene. What additional things do you perceive?
Caverns, taverns, caverns.
Mm-hmm.
The colors, the different shades that they make, going through them.
Mm-hmm.
They're so beautiful. This place is so beautiful. There's beings, they're yellow, but they have human-like form.
Mm-hmm.
They're almost transparent, and I can see them because they are out underneath these caverns. I don't know what the word is.
Mm-hmm.
And they have their hands out so they can feel me.
Can you feel them?
Yes, they can feel them move through me.
Mm.
It brings me such joy.
Oh, uh-huh.
Because I then carry them with me, not completely, but just a piece of them, I guess. Moving through them, it makes me what I am.
Mm-hmm.
I think I feel emotion because of them.
Mm.
And there's no negativity. It's just joy. I love it here. And they love to feel me.
Mm-hmm. So what happens next? What do you know about these beings?
They are good beings. And it's definitely not Earth.
From your perspective, what's different about it?
Well, the beings, they look human shaped, but they're like I said, they're almost transparent. They don't wear clothes, and it's not Earth. It doesn't even look like it, but it has similar qualities. I want to say, if you go underground where the people are, or the beings are. There's still trees and lakes and animals. I don't know why they don't live on top.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, I want to say it's home. I mean,
Mm-hmm. From your perspective, have you ever been underneath where they reside?
I don't know.
Okay.
I want to say yes, but it doesn't seem or feel familiar, but it doesn't seem or feel like I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say yes, I've been there before.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm essence.
Okay. Is there anything else in this scene that you'd like to mention?
I just feel beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Everything around me is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I feel abundant. I just feel amazing.
Okay.
And it doesn't feel foreign to me. It feels like I am in this state all the time.
Okay.
And I'm appreciated for what I am, and I appreciate everything for what it is.
What's appreciating you?
Everything that I brush against or through or
Mm-hmm.
from.
Okay.
It's a constant state of being.
Beautiful.
I have no beginning and I have no end.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm. Do you travel just on this planet, or do you travel elsewhere?
I want to say I have the capability of going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I can even go beyond what I think would consider reality, or
Mm-hmm.
could I even describe it? I don't know. But I know I can be there. I can be everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And how do you know this?
I feel like when I breathe,
Mm-hmm.
I just breathe through everything.
Okay.
I'm vast.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a speck. Everything's just a moment. There's so much joy.
How does that feel?
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's all there is. But it's not boring or what's the word when it's constant? But it is. It's not boring. It's
Mm-hmm.
not. It's restful.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Beautiful.
A lot of purple.
What's the source of the purple from your perspective?
The sky.
Mm-hmm.
It's everywhere. Different shades.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot.
Very good. What happens next?
I feel like I'm watching a woman, she's got beautifully long hair, and she's holding it back with her hands, and she's laughing. I'm looking at her, she doesn't see me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I don't think I'm a person, I think I'm the wind,
Mm-hmm.
viewing her. And I'm the reason why she has to hold her hair back, because I'm trying to blow it in her face, and she's holding it back.
Mm-hmm.
She's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on a beach
Mm-hmm.
now, on like cliffs,
Mm-hmm.
right in front of the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Are you moving fast or slow? Or?
Right now I'm still.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching the waves. There's seagulls I can hear. The woman is outlined. She's not even, like, there's no flesh, there's no color. She's see-through completely.
Mm-hmm. What do you know about that?
She's made up of stars.
Oh.
And I just want to look at her. She's smiling. I love looking at her.
Mm-hmm. What is it about her that you love looking at?
Her radiance.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she makes me up, makes me what I am. I don't even know.
Okay.
She's made up of stars.
Very good. Mention before we move forward.
I think that's all. That's a weird place to be, but good place.
Mm-hmm. So let's move away from that scene.
See my dad.
Okay, tell me more.
He's sitting at a table in a kitchen, brown chairs, lights on overhead.
Mm-hmm.
He's not happy. I think I'm my mother, because I'm at the kitchen sink.
Okay.
I think I'm washing dishes, and I'm not very happy with him.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about that. What do you know about that?
I just feel sad and empty inside, and I just don't think I want to be making him dinner.
Mm-hmm. And why is that?
He's made me very angry.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to get the hell out. And it's selfish.
What's selfish?
My reasons. I don't even think I'm not considering what this is going to do to my daughter.
Mm.
I'm considering it's me. It's just all about what he's done to me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it. The thoughts that she's having, they're selfish. They're not.
So you're.
I feel like I'm witnessing it.
Okay.
As her.
Okay.
And I'm shocked that she's not considering me.
Okay. I see. Mm-hmm.
Or that he is either. I'm angry at both of them.
Okay.
As my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just sitting there. He's just sitting there with a look on his face. Ugh. I don't see me anywhere, so maybe I'm not in the picture yet. I don't know.
Well, since you're able to be your mother in this scene, go within yourself and find out, is Danielle here yet?
I am, and I was wrong. She definitely was thinking of me. That's part of her pain.
Tell me more.
I hear them yelling. I hear her yelling, and I hear her. She threw down a wooden spoon or something on the stove, and I feel like she just can't take it anymore. I feel like she's done all she can. She's at her wit's end, and she just wants to get the hell out of there.
Okay.
Or wants him to.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this for them.
Mm-hmm. And as your mother, what happens next?
She's crying.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
She doesn't want me to see her cry.
Okay.
I think I just want him to go. He just needs to leave so we can start our life.
Mm-hmm. So what happens next?
I just feel frustration and confusion. I feel fear because I don't know how I'm going to tell Danielle, my daughter, me.
Mm-hmm. How old is your daughter at this time?
She's little.
Okay.
But she loves her dad. And the feeling in my stomach, it's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible.
Tell me about that feeling.
It's empty. It's so empty and full of grief.
Okay.
And fear.
Mm-hmm.
And pain. He really hurt her. She's very frustrated, scared. I am so sorry for her.
Is there anything else in this scene you want to mention?
I don't see anything else.
So let's explore this a little more, and let's move forward to an important day. What's happening? What do you see?
Pop and Grandma's house, at the kitchen table with Pop.
Okay. Are you still your mother?
No.
Okay.
Am I? No. Am I? No. I have to be me, because Pop, the way Pop looks at me, he loves me so much.
Mm-hmm.
I was very special to him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's either his birthday or Christmas. It's because those are like his two favorite holidays.
Mm-hmm.
There was so much joy in that house, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice to be here. I haven't been here in a long time, and I miss him.
So describe what's the events and what's happening and how you feel.
Happy, and me and Pop were just laughing. Grandma's there to my left, and then he sat to my right. He's just making me laugh, what he normally does. He was telling one of his jokes or something. And I think my mom's there at the kitchen sink behind me, behind us.
Mm-hmm.
She's laughing too. I think she's making me a plate, something to eat. And it was always something to eat at Pop and Grandma's house.
Oh.
I must be little. I must be little because my feet don't touch the floor.
Okay.
And Pop's just we're just laughing. I don't know what he did. I want to say he farted or something.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't hear it, but he felt it. But he felt it.
Uh-huh.
And I think he's trying to say it was me. And my grandma's chuckling. She's holding her napkin over her mouth, because she's eating and trying not to laugh,
Right.
I can smell my mom's perfume, and I can feel her hands because she always touched my cheek.
Mm-hmm.
So much joy.
Fantastic. Beautiful. Is there anything else in this scene you want to mention?
Just a lot of love.
Very good. Now, move away from that scene. Does it feel like this lifetime or another?
No. If I'm anywhere near him, normally I'm happy, but I feel like I'm, again, like the air or the wind or something. Hi, Lori.
Mm-hmm. So is this the higher self I'm speaking? So I can speak to the higher self?
Yes.
Do I have permission to ask questions?
Absolutely.
I know the higher self could have brought forth many different lifetimes for Danielle to see today. You chose to bring forward the life of her as the wind or the air. Why did you pick that lifetime?
It's the earliest memory I think we have. Formless.
Mm-hmm.
Being everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
She's that's where she comes from. That's where we all come from. It's where she comes from.
Okay. She felt a lot of joy and full of possibilities.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She feels that way now.
Mm-hmm.
She worries too much.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't need to speak with me better. She speaks with me just fine.
Okay. So, why did you chose to bring forward the herself as her mother, who was very angry at her father, and then later she became herself in the life with her grandparents. Why did you choose that today to show her?
I wanted her to understand her mom.
Okay.
She needs to be a little more forgiving. Her mom did the best that she could. Experienced a lot of pain.
Mm-hmm.
I think she just needed to be reminded of that, as well as the love from her grandparents,
Mm-hmm.
that it's still there. It will never go. It will always be with her, around her, within her. They were very important to her, and she needed to be reminded of that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes she feels unloved, and she's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She's wrong. She is love.
Okay.
Sometimes that's not enough for her.
Mm-hmm. What's it going to take for her to feel enough?
She just needs to stop telling herself that she's not lovable.
Okay.
Or that she's... I wish she could see herself through the eyes of others.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't give herself enough credit. It's possible to love and still move beyond.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted her to see things are going to change.
Tell me about things changing.
The shift in her energy
Mm-hmm.
is enough to bring about changes needed in her life and her behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And she will see things with new eyes.
Okay.
Bless her heart, that's all she wants. She's doing great. She's exactly where she needs to be.
Okay.
We are already in complete unison. She does not need to do or worry about anything else concerning that. She definitely has taken the proper steps to get rid of the hindrances in her bodies, those chemicals that are not good for her.
Mm-hmm.
We are very proud of that, by the way.
Good.
We are all cheering.
Mm-hmm.
We're very proud. Sources knew she could do it.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to rethink her career.
Okay.
She's not on her spiritual path, and I know that's where the question was going, because it's very important to her. And she needs to seek deeper within herself what she is here to do.
Mm-hmm.
The cards help. She needs to trust herself more. Body scan's done. She's in good health.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is her purpose here?
How to be as loving and to care for all, especially the animals.
Okay.
She just needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's her purpose. She's one of those put here. Her energy is here to help the ascension. Her just being is perfect. But she needs to find the joy in what she does
Mm-hmm.
every day. It is so super cool to be here and to feel like I love it here. Thank you for allowing me and giving me this opportunity to come forward.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Fantastic.
She asked me to come forward in her time of need. And I am honored and always willing and very happy when she does.
Mm-hmm. So what can you tell her about her career?
It needs to be more from the heart and less just from what she's good at.
Mm.
I know she likes helping people, and I know she likes cleaning houses, but she needs to stop being afraid of her true purpose.
Mm-hmm. So is her career attached to her true purpose?
Not at this time.
Okay.
But it will be.
Okay. You said the cards help. Is this
The tarot and the oracle.
Is it in her highest good to pursue that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
She's gifted.
Mm-hmm. For her career?
Yes.
Okay. She mentioned kind of being reticent about charging money for that. What do you have to say about that?
She has a thing against money.
Mm-hmm.
She feels that it's the root of all evil. And that bad things happen when people make a lot of money, that it's like power driven.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. She's afraid she will either make a lot and then it will stop, or she'll never make enough.
Mm.
Instead of realizing she will be fine. If she doesn't need to worry about that, then she needs to be proud of where she's at financially right now.
Where does that fear come from?
Her mother always worrying about money, never having enough or having too much, like there's even a thing. Like, it's just another part of this 3D experience, and it's not that important. I know everyone thinks it is. It's not, and she needs to not be pulling her beliefs and worries from outside sources.
She has this habit of picking her ears and her face.
Mm-hmm.
What is the root cause of that?
She has extreme sadness, and it leaks out in different ways. She won't be doing it after today. She's very grateful.
I'm curious if this comes from this life or another life. When was the very first time that she started this behavior, and what is the root cause of the behavior?
The root cause is everyone's going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I got to be honest, I don't see many previous lives.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any, really. I could be wrong. The deeper we go, I might find something. I don't see any.
Okay.
But the picking is her heartbreak. It's her heartbreak, and whenever she gets in those moments of feeling like she's a victim and feeling like everyone's left her, is when she starts that. And it's her way of, like, some people will like emotionally eat, or it's like when she can't immediately, it's when she does the drugs. It's that too. Whenever she feels like she is out of control or not in control of the situation, she will abuse her body by doing, like, and that's her way of bad girl punishment.
Okay.
That's ending. That's stopping. She's ready to put that down.
So that fear of abandonment, where does that reside in her?
in her innermost heart.
Okay.
and deep.
So the abandonment and the fear of abandonment, what is her soul trying to understand from this?
Stop attaching.
Mm-hmm.
Stop attaching. It's not, life is not about that.
Okay.
She feels like it's personal.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks it's something to do with her rather than just people's different journeys, paths.
Mm-hmm.
She knows better. But in order to get down deep, to have that understanding, because it's a very deep wound.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's not even from her father, like it was from before that.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's when she detached from source.
Okay.
Like that's ever possible.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's because it's very deep and it's, I feel like it came before her father.
Okay.
I don't think I think it happened in the womb.
So does Danielle understand this now? Has she learned all she needs to know about the fear of abandonment?
No, she will though. The light will come on. I think she clings to it because she feels like it's part of her makeup.
Okay.
She'll let it go. She will let it go. Because it's just so deep within. It's going to take, for like, okay, and this is a crappy thing to say, but it'll take a hot minute for it to sink in.
Okay.
But it will. I think it will after today. A light's going to come on very shortly, and she's just going to be okay. We're definitely going to be ending the harm to self.
Mm-hmm.
Through the picking. There won't even be the need because it's going to be shifted.
Okay.
There's no more emptiness. There's no more, like when you drive a stake through the trunk of a tree,
Yeah.
it leaves that gap.
Yeah.
We're not going to be having that gap.
Okay.
The gap is being filled.
Okay. So you're working on that now?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Does she feel or sense anything
Oh,
as
yes.
you heal this?
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
She's... I told you I would be able to come forward. All you had to do was just relax.
Very good. So may I go to the next question?
By all means.
She smokes and drinks and does chemicals. She wants to quit. What do you have to say about those things?
The smoking and the drinking and the drugs are good. They're gone.
Okay.
Those are fine. The alcohol, she won't have a taste for it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The smoking, we're not going to like that. We're not going to like the taste. We're not going to crave it. It's like our mind is going to be filled with higher thought.
Okay.
Therefore, higher frequency will be brought in,
Mm-hmm.
and the lower frequency stuff just will
Okay.
be gone. It won't even faze her, and she knows this.
Okay. She wants to begin running and dancing. She wants to start these things. How can she get back into that?
Well, it'll definitely be after summer because it's she does not do so well in the heat.
Speaking of that, what can you tell me about that?
It's the clothes that cling to her that she does not like.
Mm-hmm.
She identifies with the air because that's, if anything, that was where she was before, prior to being here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she doesn't like the heat, because it's too confining.
Okay.
So anything blowing on her, she loves, because it realigns her with her previous, which is air, wind, and that's where that's why she doesn't like the sun. She feels it's very confining, sweaty, and dank, if you will.
Yeah.
She likes the fresh air, the wind, cool. She almost feels like she can put herself, and when she wants to meditate, she needs to do it in front of a fan. That'll help her.
Okay.
I know she's having issues with that. She needs to sit in front of a fan and have the air.
Okay.
Even the oscillating, because the whoosh whoosh will help get her into that state.
Okay.
I don't think she asked that on her list of questions.
What would you like to say about her meditating? Is it in her highest good to do so?
Oh, absolutely. And she thinks she has a difficult time doing it, and she doesn't. It's definitely when she listens to music or when she's dancing. And then when she wants the quiet meditation, she needs to do it with air, lots of air flow on her body. It will help put her into that state.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is the best way for her to nourish her body, for her particular body? What needs to change?
She's doing pretty good with the junk food and whatnot. She does drink a lot of water. She could be drinking more herbal tea. And we need more fruits, vegetables. Less carbs are not really like that big of an issue. It's not necessarily what she eats. It's her thoughts while she's eating. They are interfering with the digestion, with the body digestion.
Okay.
As is the time and she doesn't need to fast. Her relationship with food is fine. It's her thought while she's eating. It's not bad, but it ain't good. Like, she needs to be more aware while she's eating what she's eating.
Okay. So do you have any suggestions as to how she can mitigate those thoughts and control them?
She needs to sit down while she eats.
Okay.
Not in front of the TV. You know, I know she doesn't watch TV. But she escapes her priorities by turning her attention to whatever, on YouTube or whatever.
Right.
Instead of being in the moment and focusing on the food. She's afraid she's going to feel lonely. And it's not the case. That is her time with her body.
Okay.
And that is the most joyous experience. She will know what I'm talking about when she does this.
Okay.
Definitely more vegetables. Don't be afraid to go to like Chinese food or the Asian. Not the fast food, like the real, right? And get those vegetarian, the vegetables. I know she loves the broccoli and the carrots, so that's ideal, especially when she doesn't have anywhere else to go, because she doesn't cook at the house. That way she gets the steamed vegetables with the nutrients, and she doesn't have to worry about the carbs and all that crap.
Okay.
No soy sauce, too salty.
Okay.
The weight will fall off after today. I know that's a thing with her. Body's been in, once again, full-on protective mode, so we're making the adjustments inside for her, so her body's going to be on point after this.
Okay, good. How does she get to being okay on her own?
I think with through these different steps and processes, the fear that she keeps retelling her, because it's all about what she tells herself.
Right.
That will stop. because she won't see it the same way.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about being okay, about being on your own. It's you already are okay on your own. Right. And it's this is to be cherished and savored, not feared or something to escape.
Okay. She wants to be in that solid place inside of herself all the time. How can she get there?
Learn to love the reflection in the mirror, but she already does. It's she's putting too much emphasis on the outside, thinking that it's supposed to affect the inside and vice versa. When all is well within, then the world that we see will reflect that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. She procrastinates and has some trouble with time management.
It's because she's not happy at her job.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine.
I know that's a big issue, but she's just not happy there.
Uh-huh.
So she doesn't care. Like, she cares about this, so she was on time. She proved that to herself 2 days in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Procrastination's not an issue. Her following her path and her true purpose, that's the issue.
Okay. So, what do you suggest for her?
Do more readings, practice more. I want to say she needs to get involved in some kind of like group, or like she needs to make her presence like known. She doesn't need to like hide back anymore.
Right.
And she does that because she feels, I feel like she does that because she doesn't feel as beautiful as she once was, but that's not right, because no, she's, if anything, more beautiful now because of the wisdom and everything that she's learned and all the work that she's done on the inside. It's just, it's coming through.
Okay.
That's what makes a person beautiful, and she knows this too.
So you want her to get more out there?
I want her to not be so shy.
Right.
Not be so self-conscious.
Yeah.
Of course I can say the word now.
Okay.
Self-conscious,
okay.
Yeah.
Where does that self-consciousness come from?
Because of the way that she thinks she looks in the mirror. She thinks she looks like, I'll say her words, fat and dumpy. But in reality, when she walks in, her head's held back, her shoulders are back, she feels that confidence, she looks beautiful. She has a grace about her that she is not aware of.
Okay.
And don't be afraid. She's afraid that she's not going to be able to maintain that grace because she doesn't want to lash out at people anymore.
Well, that's one of our questions.
Yeah.
What's the trigger? Can this be healed today?
It's fear. It's fear.
Where does the fear originate?
From that being left. She's just... trying to... I don't know if I can remove that. I don't know if she's going to be willing to let that go today. But no, she is. She is. Because she's bigger than that. She is bigger than her fear. She thinks it's the other way around.
So that fear that we're talking about, does that originate in this life or another life?
It originates. I think it originated in the womb.
Okay.
That's where I'm feeling it.
Okay.
That's where I'm seeing it. Like I want to say it comes directly from when she separated from Source.
Okay.
I feel that she instantly felt that something was missing.
Okay.
The connection.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what I feel.
Okay. So, higher self, can that fear be healed today? The fear of separation from Source, or fear of...
You know what? It's all made up in her head because she's never separated from Source.
Right.
She feels that she is because she doesn't see it when she looks out in the 3D world, because what she sees is everything like opposite.
Okay.
Right? She doesn't understand. She is Source.
Mm-hmm.
As is everything else. It's just colored a different color and made to look like it's all different. She sees everything as being separate from her.
Mm-hmm.
Because she let this. Okay, this is her first time. This is her first time. I think. I don't want to say that I think, because it's not what I feel. This is her first time being in human form.
Okay.
It's confusing. It was very confusing to her in the beginning. She didn't understand. Pain to her is a foreign experience.
Uh-huh.
So it's resonating throughout her body in all different kinds of ways. And she, of course, when they're babies, they don't know how to, how to regulate it, or how to, how to deal with it. It's
right.
They know they feel it, but they don't understand it.
Right.
That's where that's the source of a lot of her confusion. It's because she didn't know what was going on when she was little. She didn't have anyone teaching her.
Right.
So she's been doing the best that she can, but now that we know better, we can put and assign and compartmentalize the different things into where they need to go, which we will be doing. It's going to be a process, not too bad though. It's not as complex as it seems.
Mm-hmm. The light will come on. It'll all line up for her. Okay.
Soon, very soon, if not today.
Okay.
Joy, she is joyful, and that joy will be bringing in tremendous, I don't want to say healing, because it's not the heal. It's like filling in the gaps.
Okay.
Right? Like the pouring into one's soul, the pouring into one's cup.
Uh-huh.
And this joy is, she's so sweet. The joy is filling in from everywhere.
Okay. Is she in alignment with her mission? What does she need to do in order to be in alignment?
She is right on track.
Okay.
She is actually a little early.
Okay. How can she communicate with you better?
She needs to dance more. She needs to dance more. She needs to dance more. When she dances, she's in perfect energetic alignment, not only with me, but with Source.
Okay.
Source made her specifically because it loves to experience music through her.
Mm-hmm.
So she needs to play more music.
Okay. Home. Will she have to move soon?
Yes.
Okay. Will you help her find the right place?
Oh, absolutely. It's already in the works.
Okay. And she'll be able to afford it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Where is she blocked?
She's not blocked.
Okay.
And she knows exactly how, because it was the drugs and the alcohol.
Okay.
But she's put that behind her. And we're going to help seal that door.
Okay.
With the cravings or anything. There's a lot of joy and a lot of pride about her finally deciding to end that, to put that to bed.
Wonderful.
We're very proud, and she should be very proud of herself. I don't think she ever thought she would get there.
Okay. I think you touched on this, but let's see if you want to mention anything else. What happens when she dances energetically?
The planets align.
Okay.
The joy in her heart, believe it or not, how can we put this? Because gratitude and love, right, are the strongest vibrations, right? They emanate from her, and they absolutely raise the frequency of the planet, where she's at on the planet. Like, the vibration will shift.
Okay.
It's awesome.
She's eager to become the best version of herself. What do you have to say about that?
She's on her way.
Okay.
She already is. If she can see it in her mind, then she already is.
Okay.
She's fine. If she worries that she's not doing what she's not supposed to be doing, but she's fine.
Okay. Her inner dialogue, who is who? The different voices.
That would be the voice of me, or the voice of her.
Okay.
I guess ego.
Okay.
But yeah, it's either me or her, and if it's the one that's always doing the talking or the second guessing or the one that has the doubt, that's her.
Okay.
The one that's quiet and the one that never speaks with any doubt, the one that speaks to her like she knows what she needs to be doing, that would be me.
Okay. Why can't she remember early childhood?
A lot of because there was a lot of pain for her growing up. The separation, that was a big shock, and she just blocked it out. It wasn't happy times for her, and she just chose not to remember it or keep it with her, I should say, because it was so painful. It's sad. She was just very sad and felt very alone, like the majority of her childhood. So she just didn't want to bring it with her.
Okay. She wants to know how she can heal the hole in her heart over her father. I think you said it's already done.
I did. It is. I just saw her little face when she was a little girl, when she was 3. And I just wanted to smile at her. She needs to smile at herself a lot more.
Okay.
That'll also be very healing.
Okay. Uncle Georgie, does he have any messages for her? And she wants him to know she thanks him for watching over her all these years. She loves him.
He knows that. He he says, of course, anytime, little one.
Okay.
Loves her very much, and he says it was a very easy choice.
Oh.
He had to make it, but he said there was no hesitation in his mind. He wanted to do that for her.
Okay.
And it meant everything to her mom, his sister.
Okay.
She says that she couldn't have picked a better angel.
Oh. Okay. Why was she born premature?
She wanted to get it over with. She wanted to hurry and get here because she just wanted to start. She just couldn't wait. She wanted to know. She wanted to hurry up and get here so she could make the impact that she's making.
Why did she experience what she experienced in Catholic school?
Many reasons.
Please tell why.
First of all, because she needed to learn the difference between the religious God and source.
Mm-hmm.
Second,
and what is the difference between the religious God and source?
one is completely man-made, and the other is obviously real.
Okay.
One is very confining, and the other is limitless, obviously. One is obviously cruel, and the other is love. She needed it also because she already knows this as well. It had to form her into who she is. And because she needed to be opened. Mm-hmm. She needed to be opened. She needed to be opened because the bubble, there is no bubble. I mean, we don't, there is no bubble. And her bubble, she chose to have it broken early. Her empathic abilities are strong, and one can only have such strong compassion if one has endured tremendous pain. Okay. So we know that you've gone through a lot of pain too, Miss Lori. We're sorry for that. Mm-hmm. But we know how incredibly empathic you are. We can feel it. Mm-hmm. And so did she. So she had to go. She had to go through it. She wanted to be very powerful when it came to her compassion and her love, and that's what she had to go through in order to get there.
Okay.
Along with her dad. She's got this. She's got the lessons. Something's coming forward. The energy is extremely tremendous. I'm gonna have to trust this. Is there something that you want to know? This energy is very heavy.
No.
It's still me. Oh, wow. Very intense.
What's happening, higher self?
Say again.
What is happening, higher self?
Something's come forward. It's a different energy.
Uh-huh.
We need to talk about Zephram.
Okay.
I'm going to have to...
Go ahead, higher self. What about Zephram?
I don't... Trust this connection.
Okay.
Follow this. Follow this. This is why you can't leave. It's meant to be for right now. It doesn't matter what's been done or what's been said. Mm-hmm. Quiet down with the worry. Embrace all that is. You are loved beyond measure. Trust me. I gave you this heart for a reason. You're doing a really good job. Follow the connection. Follow. Quit questioning and follow that which you know to be true. You are loved. You are loved. I love you.
What is she experiencing, higher self?
She's questioning, unsure, she's unsure, she's unsure.
Mm-hmm.
When she walks out of here, she needs to understand it won't be right away. Little by little, it will come.
Okay. When you say it, what do you mean?
The understanding.
Okay.
The knowing.
So, may I move to the next question?
Oh, of course,
Oh,
please.
okay. She's led a very, lonely, painful life.
Mm-hmm.
Why? And is there someone else for her?
Not at this time.
Okay.
Things are shifting.
Mm-hmm.
She just needs to find the joy, like you said earlier, in every moment.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about the rest. We got this.
Okay.
Love is all around her. She just picks and chooses the wrong scenes to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
It is all around her.
Can you help her choose the right scenes to focus on?
We'll try and make them more like big and colorful, or more distinct, I should say.
Okay.
The rest is up to her.
Okay. How can she get rid of wanting a significant relationship? Or let me ask you first this. Is it in her highest good to do that? To get rid of the wanting?
It's not possible to get rid of want or desire. That's part of how we learn the opposite of, right? Letting go, I guess, or accepting, and then the releasing of, I guess, so to speak. What needs to be realized is her space, their space, her space, their space.
Mm-hmm.
Separation is needed for everyone to grow, and not. It doesn't mean that it's over. It's never over. Nothing ever ends, especially if it's real. The tormented mind will make up a lot of fear,
Right.
and illusion. That will be ending today.
Okay.
A lot is going to be changing, and that's good. It's time. It's
Okay.
time.
Okay. So higher self, the healing. Oh, was there something else you wanted to say?
I can feel the energy, and
Okay.
It's cool.
Okay. The healing that you've begun today, will that continue over the next few days, weeks, months?
For as long as it's needed. Forever.
Okay. Will you be providing her any dreams or epiphanies as a result of this session over the next few days, weeks, months?
Yes. Yes. And I've been speaking to her through her dreams for a while now.
Oh, good.
She needs to write them down. Because they are very vivid, and they're very full of details that I need for her to understand and know. And she won't be able to make sense of it until she writes it down.
Okay. Okay. Will this help her in her
Everything.
readings?
Yes, everything. Relationships, everything. Everything. Go ahead.
Is there anything else that you would like to address with either of us today?
She needs more sunshine.
Okay.
And more, I'm sorry, fresh air. She needs to be out more. I know it's hot. She didn't ask about her fear of bugs. I'm not sure why.
Go ahead.
She doesn't like the way they feel on her skin. We've healed that as well. That's not going to be a phobia. Danielle's most significant relationship is going to be with herself.
Right.
So that's just what needs to be focused on. She keeps asking me about Zephram, and I know she loves him. But that's going to happen in its own time. I don't see, there is no one, everyone has their match. I have to say, I don't know if he is, how can I put this? I don't know if there is anyone else for her. I believe that he is it.
Okay.
Yes, that's what this feels like. She's known. She always knew. But she was always unsure. She said, this is what it feels like. I guess when you find that someone, because there's been a completion. And he feels it too. And that's why it's not going to work with anybody else. So she just needs to simmer down about that and not worry.
Okay.
It's not, and I'm not saying that they're going to be together in this life, because I don't know.
Right.
Because we all have free will. But
Right.
it's just there's the alignment is not with anyone else. It's not met by anybody else.
Okay.
And it's the same goes for him. He'll realize it. He'll see it. He loves her. He doesn't know that he does yet. She makes him mad, though. You would think he would figure out the connection. Whatever.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say?
She's doing a beautiful job. Her grandson loves her very much. So does her daughter. Stop worrying about that. She's worried about her job still, about, you know what it is. It's not even about procrastination. She just doesn't want to go out into the hot sun. She hates that sun, the heat. She
Right.
hates it.
Yeah.
It won't last forever. It's,
Seasonal.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's just part of the thing. She does need to get the AC in her car fixed, though. That's going to be going out soon.
Okay.
Something about the ankles, I'm hearing. Something about the ankles. She needs to be careful with the ankles.
Okay.
Keep them cool. Keep them cool. Work with animals more.
Okay.
Definitely work with animals more, because that brings a beautiful peace to her, and that will help her. That will help her grow spiritually,
Okay.
like immensely, because she loves them very much, and they love her.
Right. All right. Is that it?
Yeah, and she needs to tell people that she loves a lot more, that she loves them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she will be fine. She's doing great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What if I told you that you have the power to heal yourself, particularly physically, emotionally, and spiritually? Would you like to heal the past and brighten your now and your future using QHHT, a technique developed by Dolores Cannon? Hi, I'm Lori Lines. Visit my website to learn more about QHHT and book a session with me. I'm so looking forward to connecting with you as we discover together transcendence and healing for your highest good.